What's up, beautiful people? My name is Lucky Samuel, and I want to talk about the saying, I'm just being realistic. And I'm sure you've heard that before. I've definitely heard it before, and I'm sure you've heard others use it or said it yourself. So, what does I'm realistic actually mean? And why do we feel so drawn to using it? So to start off, I'm sure we all know, I'm sure we can all agree that saying is used to either shoot others down or shoot ourselves down when we're dreaming of or envisioning a better future. Whether that's charging more for your services, getting the dream job, getting the dream partner, or just generally improving or achieving in some way. Now, why do we feel so drawn to do that? Why are we drawn to saying, I'm just being realistic, as a means of shooting others down and shooting ourselves down? Well, I think that's really simple. And why I think that is simple is because we use it because we fear change and we fear failure. So first of all, change. We fear change because no matter how much we despise or resent ourselves or our current reality, our life, how it is now, no matter how much we despise that, it is our current reality, it is our norm, it's our comfort bubble and our safe zone. That is where our ego, our mind feels safest because we know with certainty what is coming tomorrow, what to expect tomorrow, and how we're going to show up tomorrow. And so to give ourselves permission to even dream of or envision a future where there isn't that certainty, where we may be faced with uncomfortability, which equals change, that's too much for us. And so we resort to saying, I'm just being realistic to ensure that we and the people around us stay in that safe zone, stay in that comfort bubble and don't risk failure. So this is where that fear of failure comes in as well. For most of us, and key word being most, because some of us are actually really good with this, most of us have a self-worth issue. We don't feel worthy of holding, achieving, or attaining what it is that we're dreaming or envisioning of for our future and for ourselves. And so to have that underlying belief that we're not worthy and to dream and envision this future, we will use I'm just being realistic to ensure that we don't face or experience that potential for failure. And failure, when we're dreaming of or envisioning that better future, will lead to people knowing that we've failed, which will further validate the fact that we are not worthy. And so it's just easier to say, I'm just being realistic, to keep ourselves in the comfort zone, to keep other people in the comfort zone, because just like with ourselves achieving or attaining or acquiring that dream future or life, we feel the same about other people. So crab in a bucket syndrome, they can leave crabs in a bucket, and if one tries to get out, the others will pull it down. If it tries to get out again, they'll pull it down and rip a leg off. If it tries to get out a third time, they'll pull it down and kill it. And that's essentially what we're using the phrase I'm just being realistic for, whether with others or whether that's in regards to ourselves and our own dreams and our own vision of the future. And so essentially, with that little ramble out the way, I'm just being realistic is the death of the change that we want. What it means is, I'm afraid of change. I'm afraid of failure. So I'm going to fight for my own limitations. Did you get that? I am going to fight for my own limitations. It's pretty simple, but it's pretty sad as well. And so to wrap this up, I want to ask you, is this you? Is this someone you know? Are you someone that's saying, I'm just being realistic because you fear change and because you fear failure, because you are fighting for your own limitations? Because let me tell you right now, you can change. You can absolutely change. You can live the life that you want, that you dream of, that you envision, that you desire. But you're going to have to fight for that life. You're going to have to move through uncomfortability because uncomfortability leads to change. You're going to have to fight for that life. And you're going to have to quit, and I mean quit, fighting for your limitations. Now go love yourself and go make sense of the mess.